Feels good to be right about what's taking place in Bitcoin. So yesterday I did a video kind of breaking down my thoughts on Bitcoin and kind of breaking down my thoughts of what I thought was going to happen on Bitcoin. Hey Google, pause the music. And then today I woke up and exactly what I said was going to happen happened. And you guys have to understand that when it comes to trading, there are certain things that when you finally grasp, what's up with Google, man? Restarting the music. Hey Google, pause the music. When you finally grasp certain things in trading, you can use them to your advantage. And what did I say? I said that it was currently under 15K. I wanted to see some movement under 15K. Best case scenario, it would go to 11 or 12,000. Well, we got better than that. We've got down to 10,400, and it has spiked from there. So literally perfect day trading opportunity, and I'm seeing a swing trading opportunity as well. When it was down in the 11,000s, I thought maybe we could get below 10,000, and if we get below 10,000, that is such a massive area of support, a massive area of, it's one of those milestones that we talked about. If you haven't seen the video, it's on YouTube right now. The link is in the My Story, but it is such a massive level, that $10,000 level, that if we would get below 10,000, we would most likely see some moves, probably into 8,500. I believe the nearest support was like in the 8,400 range when you bring it below 10,000. Yeah, if you come below 10,000, we're looking at, yeah, like 8,500-ish, roughly, right in that area. So if we would have gotten below 10,000, we probably would have seen a move to that area, but we didn't. We stopped at 10,400 exactly, and we bounced from there. With every passing hour, it looks less likely like we're actually going to get a move below 10,000. But with that said, this is extremely volatile. This is still very volatile. So we're above 15,000. So what I would recommend for anybody who managed to grab shares at the $10,000 level or close to the $10,000 level, I would suggest currently we are hovering at 15,283 according to Coinbase. So if you're on the Coinbase or GDAX platform, we're hovering around there. Let me double check it on the actual platform. 15,249. So what I would suggest is if you manage to grab some shares, if you watched my video yesterday and you managed to take advantage of that information and grab some shares in the $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 range, I would highly suggest, right now we're above 15,000, I would play it safe and I would put stops right underneath 15,000. So I would put stop losses if we move below 15,000 again. I see it as, since we're at 15,000 right now, this is a good level to see some continued move to the upside. I'm looking to get into more of a position right now, but I will keep my stops right underneath 15,000. So if you've managed to grab at 10,000, if you put limit orders over the night or something of that nature, now is a good time to not lock in profits, just protect yourself, because this is still a very volatile asset. If you look at the price chart, it's still red days since 19,000. It's red day. So this could be a pullback and we could see a continued move lower. All right. We saw a large candlestick 2 days ago, and that large candlestick took us all the way down to 14,000 and then back up to 16,000. And that brought us from 17,000 to 14,000 back up to like 15, 16,000, and then we continued to move lower. So I could totally see this continuing lower. So with that said, be careful. Trade smart out there, you guys. I'm just kind of monitoring Bitcoin here for a little bit before I hit the gym, but just be smart. Don't let that FOMO, as they call it, fear of missing out, which is a very real thing. Don't let that get to you. Don't chase an asset. Don't chase Bitcoin. It was an excellent buy near 10,000. It is an excellent buy above 15,000, but only if we can hold above 15,000. Right now we're at 15,150. So we are right there, right at that level. Now here's the problem. I know a lot of you, if you bought at 10,000, if you're using Coinbase or something of that nature, you probably can't even sell because I believe there's a 3-day delay. So I would suggest using a more professional trader driven or professional trader tailored platform. Coinbase has a platform called GDAX, GDAX. It is owned by Coinbase, and it is a lot more geared towards the professional trader, the in and out trader, the swing trader, or day trader. So that's what I would suggest. If you bought via Coinbase, you're probably locked in for 3 days, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I don't use Coinbase. I use GDAX, which is a product of Coinbase, which is tailored a little bit more to professional trading. So what I'm looking at right now, we're at 15,275. I'm currently a swing trader. I'm looking maybe even at moving down to the 15-minute or the hourly and kind of testing my day trading ability here a little bit. It's been a while since I day traded, but I do like this as a swing trade above 15,000. I also like this as a swing trade above 10,000. If we go below 15,000, stop yourself out. If we move down to 10,000, I would want to purchase more with stops below 10,000. So as you guys know, I've traded this since 5,000. I've gone from 5,000, added at 10,000, exited at 17,000. No emotion. No emotion. My plan back then was to, so I entered at 5,000, we broke 10,000, entered at 10,000, sold at 17,000 because it was just getting a little bit overhyped. But my plan then was if we could break above 20,000, I would re-enter. Like I said, I'm using those key levels as support and resistance. 20,000, 15,000, 10,000. So that's how I'm looking to play it. We're currently hovering at 15,000. I would like to see at least a couple of hours above 15,000. I believe we have 1, 2, 3 hours above 15,000, which is a plus. So I would like to play this above 15,000 with very, very, very tight stops under 15,000. Now the problem is, it's not like a regular stock exchange where, you know, it's almost guaranteed. Your stop losses are almost guaranteed, and you know your fills are almost guaranteed. In a market like this, it's extremely volatile. And not only that, Coinbase, GDAX, any of those platforms can freeze your trading at any moment, and that's unsettling. So be careful. Trade smart out there, you guys, and trade this like a trader. Don't trade this like an investor. Don't invest in this. Trade it. Trade it. Trade it. So to reiterate one more time, what I'm going to be doing is if you guys haven't seen the video on YouTube, go right now and watch the video on my YouTube channel and fucking subscribe. There's going to be more content added on there constantly. I'm trying to build that YouTube channel now. I know I've lagged, but now is going to be the time to build that YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen the video, go to the My Story, click on the link, watch the video. It's a long video, it's 45 minutes, but if you want to make thousands of dollars, you have to invest in your education, whether it's money, whether it's time, something of that nature. You have to. So if you can't even watch a 45-minute video, I mean, investing might not be for you. So I'm just letting you guys know. Be okay watching. And not only my video, watch other people's video. There's a guy on there called Crypto Investor. I think he's a very extremely smart guy, and I think he has a lot of value to give. So I don't mind if you guys go off to other people and watch other people's ideas. I support it, and I think that education is very, very important. I'm not here to hog you guys and say, no, you guys are my students. No, I want you guys to get different market opinions. My market opinion, somebody else's market opinion, all kinds of different market opinions, because that's how you get a better idea of what the hell is going on. So watch that YouTube video. 10,000 was a beautiful buy at 10,400. Really, I said 11 to 12,000. I was surprised when it got down to 10,400. If you guys managed to follow my advice and watch the video yesterday and managed to get into Bitcoin at the $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 level, to reiterate what I want you guys to do. And remember, I'm not an investment advisor, and this is not legal advice. This is not investment advice. This is my opinion. So you guys take it at your own risk. That's something that unfortunately in this industry we have to say. Just understand that this is solely my opinion. If you follow anything on Finance and Chocolate, anything on the YouTube channel, or anything, if you're in a course, you have to understand that is my specific opinion and nothing more. But how I would trade this, if I were in your shoes, and I am trading this, if you bought at 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, if you managed to get in there, we're above 15,000 now. I could see this moving higher. I can also see this moving lower. All right? If we can manage to stay above 15,000, play it and hold it. Okay? When we start to get to 20,000, expect some resistance. Now, if we move below 15,000 again, understand that if we move below 15,000, it is like a whole number support and resistance level, and we may continue to move lower. So my stops would be under 15,000. Like I said, I'm literally trading this. My stops are going to be under 15,000. All right. If we move under 15,000, I'm out of a position. I would once again buy if we get close to the $10,000 mark. Where would my stops be? My stops would be underneath 10,000, all right, to keep my losses small in the event that this turns into a losing trade, because that's what you always have to plan for. You always have to expect that your trade is going to lose. If you always expect that your trade is going to lose, you plan accordingly. If you constantly expect your trade to win, when it finally does lose, you're going to get slaughtered. So remember, and that's what happened to a lot of these people who were buying at 17,000, 18,000, 19,000. They expected that they were going to make money. They saw everybody else making money. They expected that they were going to make money as well. You must expect a losing trade when you're trading. You must expect to lose money when you're trading. So then you're prepared for that, and then when it goes in your favor, you can take appropriate action. So that's how I would trade it. Long above 15,000. Below 15,000, exit a position. Buy near 10,000 with stops underneath 10,000. That's how I would trade it. All right, let's see what we got. This live is booming. I hope you guys like that. I hope you enjoyed that. This will go on the live story as well, so you guys can watch for everybody who's either signing on or missed the beginning part. So, yes, I'm talking about Bitcoin. 100% talking about Bitcoin. This will also go on the YouTube channel. So hopefully that was helpful. That's how I'm trading Bitcoin. Monitoring it currently, we are at 15,269. So we are above that $15,000 level. The order book looks doesn't look too bad. Yeah, the order book looks good, and it looks currently right now in the buyer's favor. Yeah, currently. But remember, that's the order book. That's basically Bitcoin's level 2 data version. So hopefully that was helpful. That's how I'm trading. If you guys are just signing on, this will go on the My Story, and then it'll go on the YouTube as well. So hopefully this was helpful. I'm going to continue to monitor this, and I will provide updates if I see a necessary update to provide. So hopefully this was helpful. As we always say here at Finance and Chocolate, trade smart. I always get interrupted. Hold on. My opinion is Bitcoin is a shit thing to buy. Reasons being, nothing backs it up. I have spoke to many wealthy people, and they have the same opinion. Don't do it. 100% disagree. So it is a bad thing to invest in, and I 100% agree with that. It is a bad thing to invest in, but you have to understand, Finance and Chocolate is a trading channel, and I'm coming at it as from the opinion of somebody who is a trader. I've been trading for 7 years. I have a lot of experience trading, and while most of my experience is in the stock market, the beautiful thing is every single asset, once you understand how to trade, assets move similarly. So I don't know if you're just logging on, but basically what I was saying is above 15,000, it is a buy with stops right underneath 15,000, right? If we move below 15,000, I would be out of a position, and I would recommend that you guys are out of a position as well. When we move to 10,000, okay, that would be another level to buy at, because that is a milestone. That is a milestone. At 10,000, you can buy with stops below 10,000. And Alec, let me ask you, I have made millions off the stock market. What is Bitcoin backed up by? It doesn't matter. You're looking at it as an investor, right? You're not looking at it as a trader. You're looking at it as what is the fundamental value of Bitcoin. And nobody knows what the fundamental value of Bitcoin, right? But my rebuttal to that would be, look at gold. What's the value of gold? If you actually think about it, it's useless. It's just pretty, right? But you can't build things out of it because it falls apart. Yes, it doesn't rust, but other than that, what's the point? What is the demand for Bitcoin? The demand's crazy high, actually. What do you mean, what is the demand? And if you move into a demand scenario, you actually have a very powerful argument to buy Bitcoin because there's limited supply and an outrageous amount of demand. You have to understand, as a trader, because I'm a trader, I'm not an investor. As a trader, I could fucking care less what a company is worth, what a stock is worth, what Bitcoin is worth, or what any other cryptocurrency is worth. What I care about only, gold is backed by the watches, bracelets, and jewelry. People want gold. Yes, people also want Bitcoin. That argument doesn't make any sense. People also want Bitcoin. It's backed by watches, gold, and jewelry. The only reason why people want gold, watches, and jewelry is because they perceive that it has value. But that's the only reason why gold has value, because of perceived value. Does that make sense? So it's just perceived value. Gold is a very similar. It is a wealth holding asset, just like Bitcoin. Now, I want you guys to understand, literally yesterday, if you guys go watch the video, literally yesterday I was giving you my views on why Bitcoin is not a good investment. So don't think that I'm supporting Bitcoin as an investment. I'm supporting it as a trading opportunity. That is what it is. It is a trading opportunity, and we care about the price action of Bitcoin. Like I said, gold will never crash. Bitcoin will. It is crashing. It absolutely is crashing. But if you use stop losses, if you limit your risk, I mean, I don't understand. Yes, it's already crashed 35%, literally currently. But if you play the psychological aspects of people, that's what we're trying to do here. That's what trading is. It's trading psychological aspects of people. It's not trading what it's worth. When I trade stocks, I could care less what they're worth. Literally, I don't care what the company does. I don't care what industry the company is for the most part. Unless I'm doing macroeconomic analysis or something of that nature, I could care less. But when I'm trading it, I care about price action only, and I care about certain psychological levels like 15,000, like 20,000, like 10,000 that allow me to trade it profitably. Bitcoin is backed by the illegal black market, which is not going to last for a while. I'm talking about, dude, honestly, you keep talking about what Bitcoin is backed by. And for the last time, I could care less what Bitcoin is backed by. That's just the honest truth. I am a trader for like the 18th time. I'm a trader, not an investor. I trade price action, not the value, not the intrinsic value of an asset. Don't get me wrong, I understand that. And I don't like throwing around my degree because I don't think it matters. But I have a degree in finance, okay, from the University of California. I understand the idea of intrinsic value. I understand the idea of what an asset is backed by or what it's going to return to you in the future. I understand the ideas of discounting cash flows. I get all that, but that is not what we're doing here. We are trading. All right, man, good talking to you. Have a great day. Happy holidays. Absolutely, man. Like I said, nothing against you. I love debating because that's what this is. This is debating, right? This is debating pros and cons to everything. So I actually respect that, and I like people to give me their opinion. It is debating. And when you debate, you get both sides. So I appreciate that, and I actually like debating. And if you want, it's up to you. I don't know if you're still on the live stream, but if you want, I believe we can do a two-way live stream. So if you want to give me your opinions and my followers your opinions as well, if you want, just put yes in the comments, and we can do a two-way live stream right now, if that's something you want to do. I don't know if you logged off or not already, but I mean, there is a button. It's literally the button's right there, and we can do like a two-way live stream so we can get both sides of the story. And I think that would be helpful to a lot of my followers as well. So if you want to do that, offer stands. Fortunately, he probably already signed off. No worries. But anyways, I appreciate the other people's opinions. Don't get me wrong. I like other people's opinions. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I think you should get multiple people's opinions. But you guys have to understand, I'm not investing in it. I'm trading it. I don't care what it's worth. I care what people think it's worth, if that makes sense. In trading, there is intrinsic value or book value, and then there is market value. And a lot of times those are different. Even in stocks, you have a book value and you have a market value. The market value is based on what? It is based on the perceived future cash flows of a company. In Bitcoin, instead of perceived future cash flows, what you see is perceived future uses, right? And I agree. I don't think that Bitcoin is going to be the currency that takes off or that succeeds, because there is a lot of problems with it currently, like transaction speeds, like amount of power that it takes, like transaction fees, things of those nature. But right now, in order to make in order to make money off Bitcoin right now currently, we don't need it to be worth anything. What we need it to be is, we need it to be worth something in people's minds, and that's really what's important. And right now, at 10,000, it looks like people think it's a good buy. So at 10,000, it makes it a good buy. Okay, under 10,000, it would be a sell. And the reason is because when you get under 10,000, that is a psychological level or a milestone broken. And there is going to be a lot of stop losses right under 10,000. The reason is because there are a lot of people like me who are seeing that 10,000 as the level to, it's pretty much your ground floor. So I could see us, if we move below 10,000, I could see us getting a flash crash to 8,500 easily. because there's so many stop loss orders sitting right beneath 10,000. There's a ton of stop loss orders sitting right beneath 10,000. So the moment we move below 10,000, we will get a flash crash. Most likely, I could see it going 1,000, 2,000. So that's why underneath 10,000, not a good buy. In the $8,000 range, probably a good buy as well because of the support that we have. But then once again, above 10,000, excellent buy. Above 15,000, excellent buy, as long as you're putting your appropriate stop losses. So right now we are above 15,000. We're at 15,232 right now. So we're hovering in that 15,200 level. And right now at that range, we're going to use 15,000 as our ground floor. Right? I know I was supposed to end this video already, but that's the ground floor, right? Underneath 15,000, I'm out of a position. Okay? If we move to 10,000, and I know I've said this like a ton of times, so if you guys are watching from the beginning, you've probably already heard this 4 times, but if we get to 10,000, that's a good strong buy there with your stops either right above 10,000 or right below 10,000. The problem with them right below 10,000 is there's probably a lot of other stop loss orders sitting right there, right? So you may get a flash crash. That's the only thing. So with all of that said, that is where we're at currently. We've gone down 15,217. So I like seeing us above 15,000. I wish we could get below 10,000, because if we got below 10,000, there'd be blood on the streets. And I almost don't want to say I wish we would get below there, because I know that's like people are gonna say you're an asshole or whatever. You guys, don't get me wrong. If you're holding Bitcoin, I have nothing against you. I'm just looking at it as a trader, and as somebody who is trading it, I would like it under 10,000, obviously, because I could buy for a much cheaper price, right? But currently I don't see it going below 10,000. We seem to be holding above 15,000, and my only concern is 3 days ago we had a long tail as well. We bounced back and then we continued lower. So we've had red days for the last 6 days. The next day could very well be a red day, and we could continue lower. So that's why I want to use that 15,000 as my ground floor. So hopefully that was helpful. Other than that, I'm just going to leave one more little saying, which is the 10-hour trading mastery course. It is currently the 22nd of December. All right. Right now it is 50% off until December 25th. Once December 25th is over, that discount goes away. And then 5 days later, or 6 days later, in the new year, the price of the Trading Mastery course will increase. Currently it's $800. Okay, it will increase to probably $999 or $1,000 level. The reason is because I've been adding so much content to it, and over the next month, there's going to be about 4 more hours of content added. So if you want to take advantage of that $397 price, I would do it before Christmas. The way you take advantage of that, and this is very important, it says the price says $800. All right, if you click it, it'll say $800, and then underneath it, it'll probably say something like $587, because that's the usual discount that I like to give my followers. But the way you get that $397 price is you press I want this, and then under offer code, you type in the code HOLIDAY. Right? You will see the price drop from $800 down to $397. That is lifetime access, unlimited access. You can watch it 100 times. You can watch it today, or you can watch it in a year. Once you own the 10-hour trading mastery course, you own it for good. So if you want to learn how to trade, not just Bitcoin, but trading in general, trading the stock market, a little bit of day trading, mostly swing trading, a lot of mentality, a lot of back testing and risk management. If you want to learn that, I would definitely check it out. I will put the link in the My Story. All right, so I will put the link in the My Story. You can also go to financeandchocolate.com and click on the 10-hour trading mastery course. There's tons of reviews, video reviews, and written reviews on there. There's also a few of my favorite video reviews on the Instagram under the highlights section, right under the follow button. There's some highlights of people reviewing the 10-hour trading mastery course. So that sale is over Christmas. If you want to take advantage of it, it is over Christmas. If you want to talk to me about what's in the Trading Mastery course, send me a direct message. Other than that, like we always say, trade smart. This is Finance and Chocolate. We are currently watching and monitoring. Look, right now, went under 15,000. So I'm going to exit my trades, and we will see if this goes lower. All right, you guys, take care.